Morrissey also out of the lineup with Starza and Brandon Swoboda. So Fargo's down 3 veteran guys. So Wyatt Subnewski has been called up, will make his second appearance of the year for the Fargo Force. They're in the baby blue sweaters tonight. Brazen Bozer. The defensive pairings, Brazen Bozer and Michael Quinn on defense. There's a shot and a redirect tipped wide. Hampton Slukinski in net for Fargo. They'll run 8 defensemen with Leo Gruba and Michael Newmeyer, along with Finn McLaughlin and Tate Taylor and Eddie Revenig and Brian Lonergan. Over to the far corner with it, Swanson gets a piece of it as that kept in, backhanded in by Jakub Altrichter. Has a battle for it at the half wall far side as Altrichter over there, cross ice feed, handled by Erdman, throws it in front, sharp angle shot, and Slukinski with that puck along, and Fargo dumps it in. Harper Bent's trying to chase it down for the Force as it comes here along the near side wall and cleared out by Waterloo. As Lansing got checked, played off the puck. Quinn trying to dump it back in. Thorson grabs a loose puck down the left wing boards. Thorson in, shot save made by Slukinski. So Hampton Slukinski 4 saves here early on. As that loose puck at neutral ice turning into a scoring chance for the Waterloo Black Hawks. Back at neutral ice as taken there by Griffin Erdman. Erdman across the line with it. Drops the pass. There's a shot save made by Slukinski. Rebound swept away by Fishers. The shot from Gavin Thorson. Twin Cities product out of Andover will play collegiate. A little over 5 minutes into this opening period. 14:47 and counting. And the opening period had no score. Backhanded in by Tate Taylor. Fargo will dump and chase. Max Swanson after it. Loose puck, Bentz. Bentz gets checked. Nicely done. He got checked. Taken off the play. Grabbed by the Waterloo Blackhawks. Backhanded feed. They tried to find Nevers on the run. Intercepted by the Force. And taken back by Reed Morick. Loose. Gruba after it. He is chased by Grady Deering. D-to-D pass, Newmeyer. Newmeyer down to his knees as they get aggressive on the forecheck. It does Waterloo, nearly force a turnover. Deering battles forward to the half wall near side with Fisher. Puck comes free. Bentz comes away with it, gets hauled down. There'll be a penalty, 7.7%. Fargo's power play is second, only behind Dubuque in the USHL. 32.5%. They have 55 power play goals on the season. Dumped in by Fargo as it's going to be icing at 5 Force players with 20-plus goals. He got to 20 last weekend in a power play goal against Youngstown. Fargo controls with Brazen Bozer. And he will start the rush up ice. Fisher with Hakkarainen just to his right. Fisher into the zone. Gets the feedback from Hakkarainen. Now back behind the net. He plays it. Comes free out of the corner. Hakkarainen comes back to the point for Bozer. Bozer will work his way back towards the high slot. Hakkarainen down low for Fisher. Now back to the point it goes for Bozer. Stick handles. Now Fisher, top of the right circle. 21 of the man advantage. Scoreless game here early. Bozer. Now for Tate Taylor. He'll retreat, come up high. Now back to the corner with it. Comes back for Bozer. Here's Fisher. Fisher fires it hard off the end boards. Comes but off to his defensive partner Dylan Compton. Backhanded in by Miles Hillman. Dumped in. Quinn back to play it, but Waterloo's been aggressive here early. Really has not allowed Fargo, except for that power play, to really establish things in the offensive zone. The forecheck has been taken away here for the most part. Here's Fisher. Fisher pass goes behind Davitella, didn't connect. Backhanded out. Of course, the Blackhawks, a lot to play for. Trying to get to that number 2 seed, first round bye in the Western Conference playoffs as they battle with Sioux City for that number 2 spot behind Fargo. Finn McLaughlin, puck deflect as he tried to send the puck along up the ice. Pass off the stick of Hakkarainen, try to grab it on the run at center. Erdman will drop it back off for Landon Nyes. 7:40 to play in the first. 1-0 Waterloo. Feed far side. Griffin Erdman to the corner. Got there by McLaughlin. Comes back up the wall. Works his way. Spin. Shot left circle block. Erdman gets it back high slot. Shot off the stick of Taylor. Comes back to the point. Erdman. One-timer. Shot. Slukinski the save. His traffic in front. Gavin Thorson looking for a rebound. Comes back to Nyes. Now left circle the drive. Save made. Jaden 3-on-2 for Fargo. Gruba at center. Now Swanson, stick handles. Now Fisher. Fisher a one-timer and a save made by Spicer. Comes back to the point now. He has Newmeyer. Diagonal feed right circle. Centering feed. Backhanded shot by Fisher. Saved. Fleece on the rebound. Never got it cleanly. It comes back to Swanson. Fargo maintains the offensive zone with Newmeyer. Drops it off. Bottom of the right circle. Swanson in front for Fleece and they score! Loose neutral ice and dumped in by the Blackhawks. Final minute of plays. Scooped up there by goaltender Hampton Slukinski. Line change coming for the Blackhawks. And Fargo comes away with it, stumbling with Swanson, but delivering the puck just in time as he was on his way down to Gruba. Near side with it. Plant gets a stick on it. And controlled. It is fleece from Swanson and Michael Newmeyer. So assist number 47 for Max Swanson, a franchise record. Nice job with the poke check by Tate Taylor. Waterloo maintains the zone. Here's a shot from Kern, a glove save. 81 points on the year for him, 11 goals and 30 assists off the face-off. Here's Tyler Miller in front. Shot deflected, didn't get to the net. Deflected by a forced skater. Battle for it in the corner. Gruba sends along for Michael Newmeyer. Now Davatella sends that one along. Cleared, but not out. Nice job with a hit from behind there, setting a Waterloo skater down. Nicely done there by the Force and Aero Hakkarainen. Leo Gruba. Gruba tied up with Altrichter. As here comes Fargo with it, as Davatella for Newmeyer. Now back for Davatella at the red line as he works his way into the offensive zone. Puck deflected, bouncing through the slot. And nice job at his most wins in a season in USHL history. They're at 45 right now. The record is 48 and a big hit. 12-game point streak. He has 19 points in that stretch. Plant, if he gets an assist on that, and he should, that'll be his 42nd assist, and he will now have a 9-game point streak. Here comes Nevers. Nevers tried to throw it in front. Puck deflected, and over to the corner with it. Leo Gruba to play it. Gruba, near corner with it for Newmeyers. We'll get the scoring on the goal here in a moment. It's a chance for Fleece trying to prevent an icing call. They try to throw it in front for Fisher. Didn't connect. Gruba winds and fires, and got an offensive zone face-off with Fisher off the draw, controlled by the Blackhawks. Reed Morick dumps that one into the far corner, ties things up with McLaughlin. Puck comes free, and racing away with it comes Fisher. 4-on-3 is Fisher to center. Comes across the line. Drops it off Taylor. Taylor in the slot. Shot and a save. Rebound came along, but Stenari couldn't get his stick down in time. Otherwise, he might have had a chance as rebound came along. Pass deflected, backhanded to neutral ice by Fargo. Fisher on the run, but a little zing in the step of Fargo as they've grabbed the lead. Backhanded in here by Waterloo as they've maybe controlled things a little bit more in this second period. Waterloo, the edge in shots on goal at 18-11. Here comes Fisher with it, 4-on-4 from the far side, trying to backhand it in. It does. Stenari to play it. Poke back out to neutral ice. Tate Taylor will chase it down far side for Fargo. D-to-D feed for Quinn. Now for Stenari, sends that one along. If the puck rings around to the far side, it will be ice. Soft drinks in this evening. Off the face-off, batted free. Chopped out to neutral ice as Tyler Miller with that big hit that led to the checking from behind call on Hakkarainen. Good to see him in there. Centering feed in front, and shot just poked away. That time is in, and on Slukinski was John Mustard. Battle for it along the wall far side. Miller trying to shovel it along. Somebody lost a stick. That's loose at neutral. Go to the near side with it and dumped in by the Blackhawks. Quinn, first one there for the Force. Taylor in the corner, takes a hit, but sends the pass along for Davatella. Here comes Fisher. Fisher comes across the line with it. Fisher puts the brakes on and will send it cross ice. Loose in front of the goal and swept aside by Waterloo. Ping-ponged around, now Mustard in. Mustard, a centering feed, deflected. Davatella unable to carry it out. Sent back behind the net. Out of the far corner with it comes Davatella. Davatella turns and will fire it back to neutral ice. Taken there by Jaden Kerr. Stick handles and flips that one back in. 9:10 to go in the second. Line change coming for the Blackhawks, trailing 2-1. Raising Bozer for Quinn. Now back for Bozer. Bozer trying to get around Chris Bettini, who takes him off the play to about 3,000 to squeeze a few more fans in there, but a pretty small. Here's a shot. A save made by Slukinski, but a pretty for Fargo. Tom Lepa takes the draw to the right of Slukinski. Puck comes free and controlled by Tate Taylor for Fargo. Fargo 2 and Waterloo 1. As serving his 2-10, he's back on the ice. Brazen Bozer. Now back behind the net. Parks feed. Hakkarainen couldn't get to it. And the puck back to neutral ice. Reach for it was Miles Hillman trying to get a piece of it. Fargo controls again. Diagonal feed, getting a stick on it. Bentz. Ooh, that one got into the set. If you're not looking, that puck's coming in with a fair amount of speed to it. Look out, because that piece of rubber moving that quick is going to win more times than not. 2:35 to go in the second. Waterloo comes back with a trailing 2-1. Altrichter dumps that one in. Griffin Erdman back to play it. Erdman centering feed. A couple of sticks and skates and carrying it out is Aero Hakkarainen for Fargo. So he bumps into the official with the puck into the offensive zone, saying, hey, ref, get out of the way. Hakkarainen takes a hit from behind. Taylor, Lepa, Bentz, and Fisher be the power play unit out there for Fargo. 23 seconds to go in the second. They have one in the 5-minute major in the power play, leading 3-1. Leppa, rolling puck, trying to get to it. It does in the corner, reaches for it. As it comes back for Bentz. Bentz in the corner with it. Puts the brakes on for Taylor. Bozer, one-timer. Fisher, a shot, and gets two. 5-minute power play. As there's a shot from Fisher, and they score! They play beat the clock. Right off the draw, and Jake Fisher. It'll still be 2+ minutes in the power play when we come back for the third period. On the loose puck, both teams will change up skaters. Fisher, Taylor, Leppa out there for Fargo, along with Harper Bentz, as Quinn will stay out there for the meantime. Now we'll head to the bench. Taylor dumps it in, as out will come Brazen Bozer now for Fargo. Puck comes free. Bozer trying to keep it in, as Lindbergh out in the penalty kill. Likewise, Mike Phelan. As at the half wall far side, Tate Taylor. Taylor looked to the corner. Stick handles. Now drops it back to the corner. Back behind the net comes Tom Leppa for Fisher. Fisher now for Bozer. Fisher, diagonal feed off the skate. Taylor uses that skate to control the puck. 50 seconds to go in the power play here in the third. Fargo leads at 4-1. Here's Bozer for Taylor. Taylor top of the left circle. They threw it in front. Bentz was there as the puck just sailed wide of the net. Now for Bozer. Bozer works his way for Fisher. Fisher right circle. Stick handles. Up high, Bozer. One-timer, Taylor, as Bentz with a tip. Ended up deflected and behind the goal. Fargo maintains possession again with Fisher. Now Bozer, 25 to go in the power play. One-timer for Tate Taylor, and fires it wide. Waterloo looking for a clear. Lindbergh forced over to the far side boards as a chance for Bozer. Taylor in for Bentz, in front for Leppa. Traffic in front. All kinds of traffic in front. A backhanded shot, and they score with Fisher. Leppa in front, couldn't get a clean shot off. The puck came free and able to find it. Fisher with his second power play goal of the evening. It's 5-1 Force. They're going to take a look at it. So hold the phone to the goal. It's like they're going to review. There was Leppa in front. He got hauled down, and then the backhanded feed and in for a goal. Leppa was ready to pull the trigger on the shot. You see, he got hauled down there. The verdict here shortly. It's a good goal.
We got a goal!
And the boys are having some fun now. 3:38. Should be Parks from, I believe, Swanson. We've got some catching up to do as far as our scoring. So a little bit at a time here. Bear with us. 6-1 your score is dumped in by Waterloo as Newmeyer back to play. Back to the near corner, batted free. Newmeyer, puck comes loose. Peter Cesar out there now for Fargo with Fisher. A wraparound attempt, spinning and trying to get a shot off. Fisher got a piece of it. Broken stick there by Altrichter. The butt end of the stick is over on the other blue line. Gonna try and clear that lumber off the ice at some point. Here comes Gruba. And again, Fargo's 6-1 and down 3 forwards as well. Here's Gruba. But some of the usual suspects have gotten the job done for Fargo, as Davatella for Brazen Bozer. And Miles Hillman sends it in deep. They will finish up on a line change. Fargo back the other way with Mason Fleece. Takes a hit from Morick, excuse me. Reed Morick is. Out comes Peter Cesar for Fargo. Puck carried in as going down with it with Minnesota. And BU, Gophers held off Omaha. The Gophers might have been ripe for an upset. Omaha playing close to home, playing some good hockey. Gophers rallied for a 3-2 win. Trying to get back into the Frozen Four. Frozen Four in St. Paul in a couple of weeks. Here's Bentz. Bentz looks to send that puck in deep, but points in a hurry. 5-0 they lead Sioux Falls in the third. They're 2 back of Des Moines for the final playoff spot of the West. Harper Bentz in the offensive zone. Line change for the Force. 12:05 to go in the third. That dumped in by Waterloo. Puck rings around to the near side where it's grabbed by Tate Taylor. Sends it back to neutral ice. Felicio. And that flipped in by Bozer. Bozer in the corner. Backhands it near side. Here comes Parks. Parks back to the point. Felicio. Comes back down the wall. Felicio. Toe drag. Shot save made by Slukinski. Rebound back. Poked away by Hampton once more. Felicio keeps that puck in deep. Tate Taylor for Bozer back behind the net. Waterloo changes up a pair of skaters. Chris Bettini grabs the loose puck. Felicio flips that one in. Bouncing puck toward in by Eero Hakkarainen. Stenari will chase after it as Landon Nyes with it. Brings it around here to the near side. Nyes, college commit to UMass. Backhanded flip. Loose near the red line. And backhanded in by John Mustard. Mustard leads the Blackhawks in goals at 25 on the season. Here's Tate Taylor. Taylor dumps it in. Takes a hit between the benches. The attempt to send it in denied. Loose as into the Waterloo offensive zone. Loose puck. Sharp angle shot from the corner. Fired wide. Kerr takes a hit. Try to send it cross ice and a turnover. Here comes Hakkarainen. He will dump it in from the right. Jake Fisher will come out for a shift. Here's Lindbergh trying to settle down a bouncing puck. Poked away by Brazen Bozer. Slukinski back to Bozer. Clears it out. Rolling puck at center. Altrichter will play it now for the Blackhawks. 5 minutes to play in the third. Fargo leads it 6-1. 27-26. Waterloo with the edge and shots on goal. Got a penalty-free third period to this point. Shoveled up ice. Davitella trying to control at the blue line. As chopping away at it was Butella. They redirected in front for Jakub Altwan as Felicio stick handles. And that one flipped in deep. Taylor brings it around for Reed Davitella. Davitella. Stenari got tied up between the benches. And back come the Blackhawks with it, trying to gather it in. Griffin Erdman out of the offensive zone, out of the corner with it. Comes Brock Schultz. Fargo clears it back to neutral ice. And into the force offensive zone. Nyes will send it rink wide. Down to 1:18 to play in this one. Newmeyer. Again, Fargo got 6. And again, with some key guys out. Swoboda, Morrissey, and Lastarza. Some guys stepped up. Good to see Mason